So the Bollywood film Padmaavat releases today. The film's release has, of course, given way to protesters across the nation. There are protests against the film's release across several Indian states, and these are visuals which are coming in from India's northern state of Bihar, where people reportedly are protesting against Padmaavati's release. And also the Karni Sena protesters took out a bike rally in Jaipur calling for a countrywide shutdown. Now this was the bike rally that was taken by the Karni Sena activists, not several of them on bikes without helmets, obstructing traffic in a bid to try and protect Rajputana pride. And also, even after the Supreme Court directed all states to release the film and bear responsibility for law and order situation, fearing backlash and violence from protesters and perhaps in complicity with the protesters, the multiplex owners in Gujarat and Rajasthan have decided not to screen the film. Now, there are protests against the film's release even today, and this is what the theatres are looking like in places across several states in India. And these, of course, are visuals from New Delhi, where one would have expected packed theatres, but this is the number of people who are now turning up to watch the movie Padmaavat, fearing some kind of violence to be unleashed by the Karni Sena activists. Considering the kind of excitement and the kind of interest which this movie has garnered, it's surprising that the number of people who are turning up, the turnout is so low. There are more security personnel who have been posted at theatres than actually people who have turned up to watch the movie. Of course, the film will be screened at theatres later on in the day. And from the reports that have come in, several of the theatres are said to have been packed. And the governments of all these states, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana and Gujarat, have been asked to provide security. It now remains to be seen whether the state governments comply with the orders that have been given. So there is a strong security presence in cinema halls across the country where the film is being screened, with police personnel standing guard. Now in Mumbai, 500 people have been detained by the police so far. There is tight security at all multiplexes and special branches, and special teams are also inside the theatre in civil clothes. Right, now these are the visuals from Muradabad of some of these fringe elements who have now taken to the streets. They are running amok on the streets because the government seems to have abdicated its responsibility to ensure law and order. The kind of arson that we saw over the course of the last 3-4 days in Gujarat, in Rajasthan and in Haryana was shameful, to state the least. The Supreme Court has now said it is the responsibility of the states to ensure that the film is released like any other film. It now remains to be seen whether there will be violence, whether the fringe will be allowed to run amok and free, or whether law and order will be imposed on these individuals who have decided to come out and protest in this violent matter. Protesting is a fundamental right in a democracy, but a recourse to violence is not a right. This is something that needs to be cracked down upon.